Meet me after slashing your wrist, or at the end if you so insist. I'm persistent when told to cease and desist with this blasphemous shit.
Hello, Chalet, hello, Chalet. I don't know where to come looking. Let me try this. Okay, Cologne Chalet, my people, my beautiful subscribers. I'm gonna hit you with the spiel that I hear on everyone else. If you're new here, hit me with the thumbs up. If you wouldn't mind dropping me a subscription, I'll probably piss you off, but I will make you laugh at the same time. Hit the bell and all that stuff. I try and post as often as possible, as often as life allows. Alright, we're gonna look on Billboard. Start again. We're gonna look at TikTok. It's a TikTok day. Typed in Billboard. Here's some shit. If you laugh, you have to share this post. Yes, you do. Don't be a twat.
Learn anything in 5 years of being married is we're always working on me. You know? Evidently, my wife is this completed work under museum glass that is to be admired and studied. Like, how did she do that? And I'm like one of these guys, you know those buildings that just has scaffolding around it for like 6 straight years? So you're like, are they ever going to finish that thing? Is that some sort of insurance job? Jesus Christ, what a piece of shit. You should just tear it down and start over again. Learn anything in... How stupid is that cancel thing? They're literally running out of people to cancel. They're going after dead people now. They're trying to cancel John Wayne. It's like, yeah, dude, God did that 40 years ago. They're all up in arms. They're like, did you hear what he said in that interview in Playboy in 1970? Can you believe that? It's like, yeah. He was born in 1907. That's what these people sounded like. You never talked to your grandparents and brought up the wrong subject, and all of a sudden it went off the rails. Like, oh, man. Just keep making the cookies. Yeah, you don't bring up race or religion with your grandparents. You keep it simple. Anyway, I don't know. I know, I guess my grandparents are older. I don't know. How stupid is that cancel thing?
I don't think it matters who's president. I'm one of those people. I don't think it does.
You don't think it matters? It doesn't.
Doesn't matter at all.
Dude, Hillary Clinton goes to those Bilderberg meetings. That's like the Illuminati stuff, right? She probably hooked up with some guy wearing like a goat's head, and then she goes out on TV and she's talking to people who drive snowplows, like she can relate to them. That's why I like Republicans better than Democrats, because I know they don't like me. I know that they don't want me in their neighborhood. They're pushing people with wheelchairs down the stairs. Yeah. God made this for me. All of you.
That is the good thing about Republicans. They're completely dishonest, but the most honest thing about them is their contempt for absolutely everyone else in existence. Like, the current crusade is obviously the LGBTQ, but when they're gone, it'll be back to the blacks, and then after the blacks, it'll be the indigenous, and then after the indigenous, it'll be the dyslexics, and then it'll be the disabled, and then it'll be anyone who ever voted for Democrats, and then it'll just be them fighting amongst each other. They'll enjoy a good 6 months, and then they'll realize how fucking shit and boring life is when everybody looks the same and everybody sounds the same and everyone has the same opinions about everything. Being in a relationship for 20 years, like, eventually you get to a stage where you're not saying nothing new. Babes, just allow it, innit? Let's just watch this program because I've heard what you got to say. And then what do? Go hunting for each other.
What about all the horrible women in history? I mean, what about Coco Chanel? Great example. Coco Chanel, widely considered a feminist icon. She started her own purse factory, right? However, she was also a Nazi sympathizer. Yeah. That's like half her fucking Wikipedia page. Just sitting there, waiting for someone to read it right out in the open. Nothing. So evidently what happened was, in World War II, old Adolf came rolling into town, okay, with his tanks with the Porsche engines in them, took over the town in like fucking 90 minutes. She freaked out. She closes up her shop, figured out where all the head Nazis were staying, what hotel. She moved in there, and she started a relationship with one of the Nazis. Yeah, she started fucking a Nazi. You ever see those Holocaust videos with those those piles of kid shoes? Yeah, she was sucking the dick that did that. Now, just to refresh my memory, what did Sean Connery do again? Oh, you know, every once in a while you give him a little slap.
You have tried everything else, and women are pretty good at this. They want to have the last word, and you give them the last word, but they're not happy with the last word. They want to say it again and get into a really provocative situation. Then I think it's absolutely right.
To give her the slap.
Yeah, absolutely.
What if she gives you a good slap back?
Well, then you get into another area. I mean, then maybe she's getting to like it, and then it becomes something else. I don't know. It's the last resort. He's not going to do it because he wants to do it. Huh?
Wait till people see this interview. Are you going to get mail?
Might get some female.
What about all the horrible women?
Oh my God. Come on. That was mad. But they're old school. Like, find the guy same age. That's literally what Bill was saying. Find a guy the same age who doesn't think like that. They may have learned not to think like that. But trust me, their dads taught them to think like that. I never get upset. Like, this was one of my first racialized acceptance moments. I from early on, I stopped getting upset with older people saying coloured. Like, and it triggers it. It does trigger, and understandably. But being mixed race, I'm lucky. I kind of feel like upset for everyone not being mixed race. Not necessarily black and white, but just two different cultures. Like, you genuinely get to see both sides of the aisle. So whereas if you're just straight black, all you hear is people saying coloured. That's definitely demeaning. If you're straight white, you're just saying coloured, but you don't realise why it's demeaning. Being mixed race, you get to see both sides, and it's like, okay, they don't mean to be offensive. Yes, it is offensive, but they don't mean to. It's just old school shit. That's when MLK comes into it, and you judge a person on their character. Even if they say some fucked up shit, everyone slips, but you judge them on their character. So yeah, the whole cancel culture, which isn't even a thing, because who's not about? Exactly. So, but realistically, everyone getting upset for one particular comment doesn't really make sense. If it's a regular pattern, like Candace Owens or Kanye West, never forgiven. Never forgiven, Kanye. You're not a very nice person, Kanye. In my head, I thought, yeah, I'm about to nail this Donald Trump. And then I opened my mouth, and it was closer to Kermit the Frog.
In history.
I'm sick of Obama's wife. Yeah. This isn't some Republican rant either. It's just kind of first ladies in general. You know, I don't know what it is. All throughout my life, with each presidency, like these first ladies, they've just gotten more and more like chatty. You know? More and more chiming in, like leaning into the frame, spitting out their ideas. It's just like, well, why are you talking? Right? You weren't elected. Shut up. Your husband's not running a lemonade stand here. He's running the country. You don't just chime in. Let me guess, is this considered sexist? It is? Why? Oh, okay, you just nodded there, lady. Let me ask you this, all right? Let's say you had a leak in your house, okay? You call a plumber up. He shows up. And he goes, yeah, I think the leak's coming from the upstairs bathroom. We need to shut it up, blah, blah. Then all of a sudden his wife walks in, who isn't a plumber. And then he goes, yeah, you know, I'm actually taking care of it. Wouldn't you be like, with all due respect, shut the f*** up. I need a plumber in this moment. I'm sick of Obama's wife. McDonald's.
The best thing I like about Bill Burr is he says shit in a coarse kind of way, but he's kind of like a bridge the gapper. He just skirts on it, but I know he doesn't want to go that side. He just skirts along the edge. But then a lot of people are going to hear him and think, yeah, and just go straight misogynist. He's not that guy. He sounds lit, but he's not that guy. Definitely not.
Like I was watching the World Series, and I'm in the middle of watching the World Series, and out of nowhere they have this moment, stand up to cancer. I'm watching a ball game, and all of a sudden everybody stands up, holding up a sign of somebody that they either know that's dying of cancer or died of it in the middle of the game. It's just like, what are you doing? Trying to watch a game here. You know, no, there's a time and a place. Look, I know somebody that has died of cancer. I would never go to the movies with you and in the middle of it hit pause and be like, oh, by the way, Conan, I know this guy. He died of cancer. It was horrific. I could have lifted him up off the sheet with 2 fingers. It was horrible. Hey, enjoy. Oh, by the way, I got molested when I was 9. Enjoy the rest of this. Like I was watching the World Series.
See what I'm saying? Fuck's sake. This guy is hilarious. But the problem is, there's all them anti-BLM people, or at the moment, anti-LGBTQ brigade in Qatar, who will hear that and be like, yeah, keep politics out. Chill, bro. He's saying it because it's funny, bro. And realistically, in a perfect world, that makes sense. But we don't live in a perfect world, bro. So if anyone can bring attention to any subject that is valuable to the human race, humanity, society, bring it up, bro, whenever you can. I hate arguments against it because it's like, John Barnes is doing it at the moment. Liverpool icon, you never walk alone. That guy's pissing me off, bruv. Talking about virtue signaling and all that. Like, it's like, with him, it feels like, cause he had bananas thrown at him on the pitch. He's like, nah, you like ain't going through nothing. I had bananas thrown at me. Like, so until you go through that, shut up, allow that. But basically what you're saying, when you're saying keep politics out of sport, is basically what you're saying is Muhammad Ali, go suck yourself. Jesse Owens, go suck yourself. You know, that's not the world I want to live in. It's nice to know that people I support me back, bro. What's wrong with that? What is wrong with that? Anyway, next time.